Hi, Robert.
Hey Caroline, good to
I
see
am
you.
so, it's good to see you. I'm in Vancouver. I'm teaching a workshop at the gorgeous Wedgwood. Look at this background. I don't want people to think that I've suddenly renovated my office.
And got rid of all your books.
Right? No, never, never, never. I will be buried with my books. But I wa- I actually wanted, and I thank you for joining. I think I wanted to chat again with people because I think it's such a wonderful class that you're going to be really will you and I will be glad to assist you on this class on higher purpose and sacred contracts. Honestly, especially since in the midst of teaching this workshop, I see yet again how important it is, how passionate people are about what am I doing here? How can I understand how to be of service in the greatest way in this time of chaos.
Yeah, and these really are times of chaos, aren't they? And the Enneagram is so interesting that this Enneagram, which is 2,500 years old, which has flown under the radar for all that time, has suddenly emerged. And I see it really like as this angel that's appeared that's offering us higher help, higher inspiration for our work. You know, the Enneagram has its roots in ancient Greece. And I'm reminded of something that Plato said in the Republic, which was that in the future, for cultures to thrive, the leaders must be philosophers, or
Yeah.
they must, at the very least, have
Good luck with
access
that.
to higher inspiration. Absolutely. So you look around and you think, well, maybe we're the leaders. Maybe we're the ones who have to step forward, and we have to step forward with our philosophy, with our higher inspiration, our higher purpose, and just deliver the goods once and for all on this planet.
Well, you know what? I tell you something that happened last night at dinner. For the first time ever, 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 one of the participants in my workshop asked me what number I was on the Enneagram.
Mhm.
The first time that's ever happened. And then the next thing I know, everyone at the table knew their number on the Enneagram.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have never had that experience. I have never, ever had that experience. And I thought, this is really a first for me. Um, and that opened up a whole different kind of calculation about how people understood themselves
Yeah.
in a way. And so, and shifting to the question of leadership, a different way to understand leadership is that this is an age of light and energy. And so we lead from a parallel universe, a simultaneous leadership that doesn't happen at the physical level, but it's leading at the psychic level
Yeah.
and like homeopathic leadership that
Hmm.
then influences the physical world.
I like that very much, Caroline. I feel that we have to change our model of leadership so that it includes all of us rather than just addressing some of us.
Precisely.
Yeah, that's our work now. And I think that, what the Enneagram can help us to do is it can help us make sense of our sacred contract, our mission here on Earth. One of our first early classes is going to be on how do we align ourselves to the highest good and also deliver for the greater good. That will be what,
Precisely.
yeah, that's what we're looking at point
And,
one, for
and we
example.
have to start thinking of the whole and
Yes,
how and realizing the mystical laws, how one affects the whole.
yes,
And
absolutely.
very Pythagorean. And that's
Hmm.
why I just think that this is a time of incorporating all these grand cosmic mystical tools.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We may have missed some of this higher mathematics at school on the first pass, but we're ready for it now, and we can understand, I think, maybe, some what this spiritual mathematics is all about and how these higher laws really are available to us to be able to fulfill that sense of mission and purpose in our lives for sure.
I am thrilled. Tell everybody the day. What's the day we start?
We're starting November the 7th, and it's
Oh, next week.
10. Yeah, Monday, 10 live classes, which are recorded so you can watch them at your convenience. And together, we're really going to take a walk around the Enneagram. We're going to use the Enneagram as a lens, a lens which has 9 angles on it, so that we can look at, for example, our mission here on the planet, and also our sacred charism, that gift that we promised to give the world. We'll look at the great work that we're called to participate in. We'll look at following the golden thread in our lives. If we're going to live a life of purpose, we must let ourselves be guided. We're also going to look at surrendering to a higher power. And ultimately, what is our sacred activism at this time? A new spirituality is called for, not one that's going to help us transcend the world, but more one that's going to help us be in the world and transform it somehow. That's our work.
I think it's a spectacular offering, Robert. Absolutely spectacular. Thank you for putting together this wonderful class. And I feel privileged to once again be your co-pilot.
I'm so thrilled that you're taking this journey with me as well, because I think, we had such fun on the first 2 classes. I mean, this is our 3rd journey, and we had so many people attend the first 2. I mean, over 1,000 each time. That was pretty amazing. And many people new to the Enneagram, and others who've been studying the Enneagram for a long time and just loved what we were doing. And of course, we enjoyed ourselves too. So to do a trilogy feels really, really good.
All right, my dear friend.
See you
Thank you
Monday.
so much. And I hope all of you listening will consider joining us starting on Monday. And all the details are on my website, myss.com. And I will see you on Monday.
And blessings for your teaching today.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.